2012, Governor Kasich signed an executive order announcing that Ohio was joining a few other states in the nation as an employment-first state. And we want to applaud Governor Kasich for taking that action. The goal of the Employment First initiative is to increase opportunities for individuals with developmental disabilities to find meaningful, integrated employment that helps people earn an income at or above minimum wage. And as superintendent of the County Board of Developmental Disabilities here in Lucas County, we put a high standard on helping people become integrated into our community, included in our community, having opportunities to find housing, find social things to do, and of course find employment. So we were particularly thrilled with this governor's new initiative. I'm very impressed when I look around at people in this room, some of whom you'll hear from in a few minutes, at the incredible commitment that exists in our community towards helping people become employed and become active members of this community. Part of the initiative itself identified a couple strategies. One was that there be a consortium of state agencies focused on working on finding employment for people with disabilities. And the Ohio Department of Developmental Disabilities was identified as the lead agency, working in partnership with the Rehab Services Commission, schools, and other organizations to help move this initiative ahead. Another one of the priorities that was established or required in the governor's initiative was that there be models identified across the state for moving Ohio forward. The initiative called for applications from around the state of participating counties, counties that might be interested in helping create a model that could be replicated across the state. And I'm very proud to announce today that Lucas County was chosen as one of only 6, maybe 7, I think, 7, thank you, counties that will help work with the state in putting a model together that, again, has certainly the chance of being replicated across the state of Ohio, but certainly has the potential for putting Lucas County on the map on a national level for helping move this whole Employment First initiative forward. To assist with the announcement of these inaugural events, I'd like to pass the microphone over to the director of the Ohio Department of Developmental Disabilities, no stranger to Northwest Ohio, Director John Martin.
Well, as John indicated, it was about a year ago that Governor Kasich signed an Employment First initiative for the state of Ohio. And John, in his introduction, kind of referenced some numbers in terms of high rates of disability or high rates of unemployment among folks with disabilities. And I think we all know the importance of money and what role money can make in helping us all be independent and have more control over our lives. So one of the real key initiatives of helping folks with disabilities be fully integrated members in our community is to offer and support them employment opportunities so that we can benefit from their gifts and abilities in the community. And again, the governor signed that. It was approximately a year ago. And so since that time, we have been working at kind of a number of different initiatives. And one of those culminated then in getting a substantial amount of money in the new budget, which we're just starting to implement now, that will, when combined with federal dollars, bring about $7 million into our system to support the employment of individuals with disabilities. And for the first time, we've kind of developed a very unique partnership with Rehab Services Commission, who are about to change their name, but it doesn't change until October 1st. So I apologize to Kevin for me. being an old man, I have really trouble with things that change, so I will refer to them as the Rehab Services Commission. But anyway, through our relationship with them, we're developing a unique partnership, and that partnership will provide services for almost 1,500 individuals with disabilities a year who are currently adults, currently served in either shelter workshops or day services of some sort, to provide them the opportunity to transition from those environments into competitive employment. And so we'll be working with RSC. They will be embedding counselors for the first time in DD agencies or near DD agencies. The local DD agency will control or have the ability to then refer individuals to these counselors who will be dedicated solely to individuals with developmental disabilities. And part of the budget initiative will fund about 70, I think you have over 73 slots here in Lucas County to again work at transitioning folks into employment situations. And you all here in Lucas County have a really proud history and tradition of already working on employment sorts of initiatives. And when we look at the data statewide, you here in Lucas County are in the top quarter of all counties in the state in terms of getting folks employed in community settings. And you are one of the leaders in urban districts. So you're one of the highest ranked urban districts in the state in terms of your success rate of getting people employed in the community. So I think it was a testament to Lucas County when you brought together a diverse group of agencies, individuals, employers, to submit a proposal to us to put together a local employment team to assist in the implementation of this effort.
In the end, finding jobs is not about the organization or all the structure that goes behind it. It's really about helping individuals achieve things that are important to them. And we wanted to invite a parent up this afternoon to talk a little bit about her experience and more so maybe her son's experience in finding employment. So please join me in welcoming Jean Blakowski.
So I'm here to talk about my son Tommy. He was employed in the community when really being employed in the community wasn't really cool yet. We had a really good team working together with him and the school and the county to make sure that everything was put into place before he left high school. But I kind of want to tell you a little more about his story because Tommy, he has a developmental disability. He has autism. He is pretty much nonverbal. He cannot read. He can write his name. And so during school and most of his life, I was told that he was probably not going to be employed in the community. So, you know, kind of look for other options and find out other things that might be available to him. And I just threw all of my notes right out the window. He had a really good team in high school who said, you know, we have him doing some of these things and we really think that he could be employed in the community. And because of the team that he had, the teacher and the coaches and the people who worked with him, they found him. He was at Clay High School. He did culinary arts, and although he couldn't participate in the full culinary arts program because they are going into owning and running their own restaurant, Tommy was able to participate in most of the program and learn some restaurant skills. So his teacher thought, well, his Option 4 coordinator teacher thought, what a great opportunity for him, and so he started making some connections in the community, and one of the connections was at Buffalo Wild Wings. And he eventually went and he interviewed. He got a job at Buffalo Wild Wings as a cook, not as a dishwasher, as a cook. So he has been there now for 8 years. He cooks. He now is opening the store by himself, which is like, woo, for us, it's brand new. He's always had, with his coworkers he works with, and a couple of weeks ago, his coworker didn't show up. And his coworker was always the person who directed him with what he should do. And Tommy just started doing the job, and everybody in the place was surprised because it's not something that he has done on his own. He's always needed direction. So the growth that he has seen working at Buffalo Wild Wings is absolutely amazing. He's building relationships. He's gaining independence and confidence to do things on his own. Last week, for the first time when he went to pick up his paycheck, I got to sit in the car. He went in, he asked for his paycheck. He told them please and thank you, and he spoke to other employees on the way out the door. Being nonverbal, this is really huge for Tommy because he doesn't really speak to people. So the independence and the confidence that he has been able to gain in his employment has been amazing. But I have to tell you really fast before I shut up about his other employment in the community, because it is his favorite thing in the world to do. Although Buffalo Wild Wings is his serious job, and he goes there 4 days a week, about 12 to 17 hours a week, his favorite thing to do is his hobby job. And his hobby job is at the Haunted Hydro haunted attraction in Fremont. So he's a monster. And he, like every other monster at the Haunted Hydro, gets paid to be there. He has to do his own costumes and his own makeup. And it's just amazing watching all of, not just at Buffalo Wild Wings, but at the Haunted Hydro, it's amazing watching the interactions and the friendships that he's building with people in the community. And not because I'm there babysitting and helping him do it, because someone else is there helping him. Whether that's a job coach through the county board or through his waiver, or it's other employees that are just there to support other people. So community employment, I gotta say, is probably one of the best things that has happened to my kid. And I think that, I'm not sure that he knows, because there's always been an expectation once you leave high school, you either go to college or you go to work, you go do something. So he never really had he didn't get to sit at home, because we work really, really hard with the county board and with his SAS and with the job coaches to make sure that when he transitioned from school, he was already in employment and that things were set up for him. Now, with that being said, just let me say one really fast thing. It's not easy. Keeping him employed is not easy. It's work. It's a lot of work for families. It's a lot of work for job coach and job follow-along staff for him. Every time there's a change in staff, a change in managers, a change in anything, it can disrupt turn the apple cart right upside down. So it does take a lot of work to keep him there, but the benefits that he gets are well worth it.
Thank you for being here. We hope you have a wonderful week, and we look forward to working on this initiative aggressively to help people get employed here in Lucas County. It's very important to us, so we will hold up our end of the commitment to you, Director. Thank you all for being here. Have a great day.